Okay, hi everybody, this is Ray Albert and I'm back again. Now we just purchased our domain name, rankbrainseo.com. Okay, now what you need to do now is you need to host it. You need to host the domain name. Now, what is web hosting? It is just a company that has all your information, your data, your website, everything that has to do with your website. It's a host. It's just like if you're hosting a party, right? So a hosting company is hosting all these domain names and websites. So they're hosting this big giant party, right? So now who's a good web host? Well, you got HostGator that I've been with for years. You got Bluehost. I mean, there's all kinds of different hosting companies out there. But these are the two that I'm familiar with. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started with HostGator. I don't have any affiliate link to HostGator, so I'm not going to make nothing out of it. I'm just trying to show you guys how to set up your local website and to at least create a one-page website so that you can at least start getting customers be seen on the internet. Your company's dying if it's not being seen on the internet. I'm doing this for you guys out there. I'm doing it for everybody, guys and gals, whoever has a local business. Even if you have an internet marketing company, this can help you out too, because SEO is the big dog. This is how you're going to get to the top of the search engines, and most people don't know how to do it, and so I'm showing you how to do it. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to go to, and I'm going to have to go into it. Maybe not. Let me go to HostGator.com. Okay, now here it's saying that you can start at only $2.75 a month. But I'll show you why that's not really true. I mean, it is true, but that's not what you want. So let's get started. Okay, now when you come over to HostGator, you're going to come up to these three little plans right here. Now this one right here for $2.75 a month is 60% off. The only problem with this right here is that you only get one domain name. You get your cPanel, unmetered bandwidth, free SSL, and free domain name included. So now, if you went through the exercise that I did last time and you already bought your domain name, that's okay, because HostGator charges more for their domain names too. You might get the first one for free, but you'd only be saving $8.88, but next year you're going to pay more, so you're going to end up paying more in the long run. Now, you don't want this because it's only going to give you a single domain. For another little over $1, you can get unlimited domains. And this is what you want, because once you build one website, you might have fun with it and want to build another one, or another one, and then another one. I don't know how many websites I've built since I've been on HostGator. I've built thousands of them. But the good thing here is you get free cPanel, and you need a cPanel so you can access everything on the internet that you want to, and you can manipulate your website from the back end. You get a free SSL certificate. It doesn't cost you anything. Most other companies out there are going to charge you, $50, $75 a year for an SSL certificate, and you do need the SSL certificate for SEO purposes, because Google, if you go to a website that doesn't have an SSL certificate, it's going to say not secure on the top, especially in Chrome. And people aren't going to trust your website if they see not secure up there. You know how people are nowadays. And you're going to get a free domain included if you went through the exercise and just skipped to this video and you didn't buy it yet. Well, you can get it here. But next time you go to re-up on your domain name, which you got to do it every year, you're going to be paying more money. We're going to click on this one. This one here is really for businesses. And these are for, big businesses that have big bandwidths and all this other stuff. Again, it's starting out at $5.95, but this one here, after the trial period, you're going to be paying like around $15 a month. So let's go here to buy it now. Okay, so here's where you can put, once you find it, if you went to Namecheap and you found a domain name, you can enter the domain name here if you bought it. Or, this is where you can put a name, like if I want to put in here rayalbert.com, say. And it's going to say, sorry, this domain is not available. So if you don't have a domain name and you're just looking through here, you'll be able to do the same thing as I did before. but I'm not going to do that. I already own this domain name, so I'm just going to put here, because I already bought the domain name, you remember that. So the domain name that I'm going to put in there is rankbrainseo.com, and that's my domain. See, now they're just showing you different domain names that you could buy, and so we're going to go down here. Now we're going to choose our plan. So we're going to choose the baby plan. Now you can, for your 60% off, for your $3.95, you're going to have to buy it for 36 months. Now 36 months of web hosting at $3.95 comes out to $142.20. Now if you decide that you want to go to another, and so if you go month to month, it's $11.95. So you know, it's really not expensive to have your own hosting. And the reason why you want your own hosting, if you go to a free site like Wix, or you go to WordPress.com or something like that, you know, those platforms could close down or just take your website down anytime they feel like it. If you're not following their SOPs or something like that, something stupid, they, you know, your business is going well, you're making lots of money, and all of a sudden your website's gone because they decided. This way, you have total control of your website. You can create as many websites as you want. You can do what you want with your website. You can, you know, market on your website and everything else. And some of them other ones you can't even market on them. So, I mean, for $11.95 a month, people, $10 a year for a domain name, it's very cheap to have your own website. I'm going to go with the month to month. And so you're going to put your username in here. I just put, and then you're going to put a PIN. So as long as you got these checked here, I'm not going to continue through to buy this hosting because I already got hosting with them. So it doesn't matter if you see this number or not. So we're going to, this is where you're going to fill out all your information, your email, confirm email, name, credit card if you want to go to PayPal, and you put all your information here, your address and all this other stuff. Okay, you just fill all this out. And it's going to be a shared coupon, okay? And so the total amount due is $63.73, and let's figure out why that is. What is it that we're buying that we don't want? Okay, so you see they're trying to sneak some stuff in here. Protect your site from hackers, blah, blah, blah. You don't need that because they got plugins for that, right? There's a plugin for everything. So you can uncheck that. Then back up your hard work. And so they're trying to sell you this service. So you don't need none of these services here that they're trying to sell you. And so now it's $12.75 that you're going to have to pay. And then you just click on checkout now. Once you click on checkout, it's going to send you an email with all your login credentials for your cPanel. Okay, so once you get them credentials, you're going to log into your cPanel. And I'm going to show you how to log into your cPanel here real quick. So I have a little icon here to log into my cPanel. Okay, so the cPanel is gator3122.hostgator.com, you know, / all this other stuff. But you're going to get that in the email. It's going to tell you what link to click on to get to your cPanel. And so once you log into your cPanel, so this is the back end. This is your cPanel. This is like the guts, the brain of your website, okay? And the first thing you're going to do now, since you have a domain name on another hosting platform or a registrar, they call it, if I go down here to quick install, and this is what you're going to do, and you're going to go over here, you're going to install WordPress. And what you're going to do is you're going to select your domain name. I got a bunch of them, right? Let's see if I can find the one that I just... Okay, mine's not in here because I didn't create the account because I already got an account. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on a domain name, and you should only have one if this is the first time you're getting an account. If it's not, we're going to have another thing to do here. Okay, so you're going to have your domain name there. And then you just click on next because you don't want to buy one of these premium services. You just click on next. Okay, now for the people that already have a hosting account and you can get to your cPanel, what you're going to need to do is when you go back to cPanel, you're going to have to add a domain name. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in my domain name, and it is called Rank. Okay, and I'm not going to create an FTP account for that. I'm just going to add a domain name. Okay, the domain name has been created, but I still can't create a website yet because I haven't pointed the domain to HostGator. But first, let me see if it comes up in the cPanel. So if I go back to the files here, and I go down to Quick Install, and I go WordPress, and I'll see if my domain name is there. There we go, rankbrainseo.com. Okay, so like I said before, you're going to click on Next. You're going to put in your blog title. See, I'm going to call my blog Rank Brain. Right? And you put in your user and your name and all that, admin email. Okay, then you just install. That's how easy it is to install WordPress. Okay, simple. The next hard thing is going to be creating the website. Okay, so now my website is created. It's that fast. Okay, you want to keep these credentials. This is going to be right now, and so now you continue with these credentials to your website. So if I go to log in here, because I'm not going to be able to get to my website because I haven't pointed my domain name yet to HostGator. But if you go to log in, this is the first time you'll be able to get to your website. See, website can't be reached. Now, if you see this after you installed your website, give it, an hour or a couple hours for everything to compile in the HostGator, because sometimes it takes a little while for it to be able to show on the internet. Okay, just keep your credentials and then come back here. Now, what I need to do is I need to go back to Namecheap, and if you bought your domain name through Namecheap, you're going to have to do this step here. And this could be why my website isn't showing up. And this is my new website, rankbrain.com. So I'm going to go over to Manage. And now what you're going to want to do is, for the Namecheap DNS, you're just going to want to put down here Custom DNS. Now see where it says Name Server 1 and Name Server 2. So you go back over to HostGator. And you're going to see here it says Primary Name Server, Secondary Name Server. So what you need to do is highlight the primary name server, copy it, go back to Namecheap, paste it there, go back to HostGator, get name server number 2, right mouse click on it, go back to your Namecheap, paste it in there, and then you just click on this check mark here. You save it, and now my domain name is pointed to HostGator, and it says DNS server update might take up to 48 hours to take effect, which normally it doesn't take that long. Normally it only takes a couple of minutes. I could probably go back here now and go back to my domain. So now to get back to your domain, if you want to get to the back door, all you have to do is put in your domain name, which mine is rankbrainseo.com. Then you're going to have to do /WP space admin to get to the back side of your website. So you just click there, and the site can't be reached yet. So it's taking some time for everything to propagate. So I'm going to give it an hour, and I'll come back. I'll see you then. And the site can't be reached yet. So it's taking some time for everything to propagate. So I'm going to give it an hour and I'll come back. I'll see you then. If you're enjoying the content that I'm putting here on this channel, please go down there and subscribe to the channel and ting the icon bell so you're notified every time that I come out with a new video like this. And check out eBusiness Marketing University. You might find some things in there that you might want to learn. So until then, we'll see you in the next video.